back to my channel. I am Cheryl here at the Made on Sunday studio. We talk all about branding, design, and creative entrepreneurship here. Before we begin with today's video topic, I would love if you would help support my channel by subscribing today because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this year and I am so close. So if design, entrepreneurship, and branding is of any interest to you, then please hit subscribe because more exciting videos are coming up this year. All right, so into today's video topic, we are gonna go into Canva and we're gonna see some of these new features that they have rolled out in the last couple of months that you might not have tried yet. They have a lot of cool effect features for your images as well as for text, and I think these can really come in handy if you are creating social media graphics, or let's say workbooks or worksheets that you're creating, or pretty much any kind of graphics that you might be creating for your business. These might add a little touch to some of your graphics that you're creating. So I'd love to hop into my laptop now and show you all of these newer features that you might not have tried on Canva yet. All right, let's get into my laptop. All right, welcome to my laptop. So for today's tutorial, we are actually going to be using one of the templates that you can buy from my Etsy shop. If you go on Etsy, the shop's called Made on Sunday Studio, and we're going to be using this minimalistic workbook ebook template. I like to use a lot of my workbooks as for these tutorials so that you can kind of see a glimpse into what they might look like once you load it into your account. So once you purchase this template, you load it into your account and this is what it'll look exactly, basically. So once we're in here, I'm just gonna pick a page to make some of these edits on. So maybe let's play with this image here. I really love this image here. I'm gonna put my head over to the right hand side. So some of the effects I want to show you include creating some cool effects for images. So once you click onto the image that you want to change the effect to, just click on this effects in the top left hand corner. And then once you get into effects, it's going to load up a bunch of different things that you can do to manipulate the image. And at the very bottom here, you're going to see this like full list of like different new features that Canva rolled out. And what you'll see on your screen, and maybe not on mine right now, is frames and shadows, because I already downloaded to be installed on my Canva account, but yours is going to show frames and shadows, and I want you to go ahead and install those. Once you install it, you're going to see it up here like this instead. So let's go into shadows first. I'm going to see all. And then there's all of these new things that you can do. So you can, my favorite is probably the drop shadow. So you just click on this right here and suddenly you have a really nice shadow on your image. You can actually click it again and control where the drop shadow will show up. It just kind of depends on where you want the light to be on your photo. And then you can also make the shadow a little bit bigger with the offset. You can angle the shadow. You can give it a little bit more transparency. And then also, most importantly, I like to add a lot of blur to mine so that it looks very natural. And you can actually change the color of the shadow if you like as well. So once you're done with it, you just click on apply and you're good to go. All right, so that's really one top feature that I am so in love with. The next one is actually the glow effect. So I'm gonna find another image here. So let's use this one. And I'm going to click on effects again. And let's play with, go back to your shadows. And then I really like this new glow effect as well. And this basically puts a frame around your image. So instead of right now it still looks kind of like a shadow, but it's actually all around. And you can change the size of it. You can make it bigger, more transparent, maybe add a little bit more blur. And the really cool thing is you can change the color of it. So you can make it kind of look like it's glowing right now, which is pretty cool. Or if you don't want to make it look like it's glowing, you can actually make the transparency 100% with no blur, and then it'll basically create a frame for your image, which is a really cool effect as well. So one really amazing thing, I'm just gonna add an image somewhere. So, okay. So next up, we're going to choose this image, and I'm going to show you how to remove the background. So I have a full tutorial on this, but I'm just going to do that really quickly here as well. So you can go to the background remover here. And once you have the background removed, hopefully I can detect the human here. All right, so now you can see that it's just the girl who is here, and it looks a little bit creepy. But let's just say we say apply. The really cool thing is now these you can create a glow around the cropped image as well. So I thought I was going to put the glow around the box, but it actually does work to put the glow around the person. So sometimes you see those really cool like Instagram images or images for YouTube, and they have this nice glow around the person. You can now do that right on Canva. So right now, I'm gonna actually make it white. And then you can make the size bigger, and you can make it less transparent and more blur. And now you have an outline. So that's really cool. I think maybe adding a little bit of blur is good. So there we go. This is how you kind of add an outline around your image, which is really awesome. Okay, so those two effects are probably my favorite of the bunch, and I probably use those most often. But let's take a quick peek at all the other ones as well so that we can get familiar with them. So we already tried out glow, we tried out the drop shadow. You can also have a drop shadow basically on an angle. So very similar to the drop shadow, but it's just on an angle. You can make it a curved drop shadow, which is really cool, or like a page lift, almost kind of like it's lifting concave to the page. And you can also make it 3D stand up like this as well. But I don't really use those as often because I feel like they look a little cheesy on digital PDFs. So I usually would use these two up here. So these are probably my favorite. It does make the image smaller though. So if you want to just resize your image to make it a little bit bigger, then that would probably be better. All right, so next up is frames. So I'm not going to play with this today too much, but it's pretty obvious. You can kind of use these in-house kind of frames that are already made available. I don't really love these frames. I have another tutorial on how you actually can use any image and then make it into a frame yourself. And I actually like doing it that way because I feel like these mock-ups don't really look that real. And so I don't really recommend them, but if you're in a hurry and you just want to create a quick frame with a laptop or an iPhone, then this is a way to do it. But if you want to check out my other video on how to make a scrolling mock-up with a laptop, then you can go check out that video. I'll link it below as well as up there. Okay, so that is the new features for images. Now I want to check out these new features for text. So let's just click on one of these texts, and I'm just going to click on the effect here. So suddenly all of these new effects kind of pop up. I really love, again, they have a shadow effect, which I think is really, really awesome. Just gonna, can you even see it? I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so you can see that there is a shadow effect there. So that's really cool. I think I would probably use that a lot too. I'm just gonna go back to none, and then let's check out lift. This one kind of puts a shadow all over the text, which I don't really like as much. And then there's hollow, so you can make an outline out of any font, which is really cool. I don't think I'll use that either because I probably would just pick a font that has an outline already. And then I'm going to remove that splice. Kind of very similar. It's basically the hollow with the shadow, which I don't really like as well. There's echo, which is like 2 shadows. There's glitch, which I think could be a really cool effect, but it's not my brand style, so I probably wouldn't use it myself. There's neon, and then there's curve, which is my favorite one because you can now curve your text to fit in spaces. This can come in really handy for profile photos or for anywhere really, even here right now. I think it'll look really awesome if I just make this text slightly curved. You can like adjust the curvature here. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see the effect. There you go. I really, really love this feature, and I use this all the time for Instagram story highlights for my clients because I like the highlights to have the text because it's in a bubble. I usually make it curved. Even for workbooks, a lot of times I like to make a little bit of a curve. I think it looks really good like here at the top like this. I'm just going to move these down a bit. You can always play around with the workbook templates that you buy from my Etsy shop. All right, you guys, that is some of the newer Canva features that you might not have tried yet. I'd love to see some of you put this into some of your new graphics. If you do create them and use these features, remember to tag me on Instagram at Made on Sundays Studio, or you can comment in the comments below and like show me some of your work. I would love to see them. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, and again, subscribe to this channel for more Canva tutorials, branding tips and tricks coming from a brand designer. And yeah, I just would love to connect with you more on creative entrepreneurship here. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.